All right, we good?
All righty. Happy Saturday.
Feliz Saturday.
How are you guys feeling today?
Grand.
Glad you made it too.
He's stiff.
So
Flawless.
we are almost on the final chakras of our chakra balancing series. When we got to the heart chakra, I explained in that class that the heart chakra is kind of like that bridge from our lower chakras, which can be a little more relatable to everyone because they talk about things like creativity or family or, the sense of belonging. Then when you move from the heart chakra up, we go into the more spiritual realm of the chakras. So it becomes a little less tangible, the ideas. Today, we are on our third eye chakra. So it's kind of that spot in between your eyebrows. It's located right in the center of your forehead.
You know.
And this chakra is associated with intuition, insight, imagination, and spiritual awareness. I like to relate it like when I talk about intuition, it doesn't have to be like any really sophisticated or spiritual concept. Something as simple as at some point in school, we all sat down to do a multiple choice test. We read the question and we immediately thought A. So you fill in A. And then you keep doing your test, but you're thinking of that question and you're like, wait, no, was it C? So you go back and erase it and you put C, and then your test comes back in and it was A. So all along, you knew within you that answer. It's the same when you're with someone or you meet people and you kind of just get like either a weird feeling or contrary. You get a feeling like you really click with someone, you know this person is true to their heart. All of this is your intuition speaking to you. So just like energy, our third eye could be either underactive, overactive, or the ideal balance. So when it's underactive, we have difficulty making decisions, or we always feel uncertain about things, lack of imagination or creativity. We rely heavily just on logic and practicality rather than trusting kind of like that gut feeling that we have. We can feel stuck or unable to visualize a future. And we can potentially have a lack of any sort of spiritual connection. If it's overactive, it can give you kind of like this feeling of being paranoid or overly suspicious, where you feel like you don't trust anyone. Maybe feeling like disconnected from reality. Having nightmares. This was pretty interesting. And difficulty focusing or staying grounded. So the idea with balancing our third eye is to find that strong intuitive ability that we all have, where we can trust ourselves with ease and trust others around us. Clear thinking of decision making. So let's begin our meditation in crocodile pose. We're going to be laying flat on our bellies, crisscrossing our arms, and using our palms or the back of our hands as a little cushion.
How is this a crocodile?
So beginning to connect to our breath without making any change. Feeling as you inhale, you become more present and connected to the moment. And as you exhale, you release any tension or thoughts. With your inhale, bring your attention to the center of your forehead, just above and in between your eyebrows. This is the center of your intuition or inner wisdom. Imagine it expanding with every breath. And with every exhale, releasing any tension or mental fog that could be clouding your clarity. Allow your mind to open to new perceptions. Begin to explore your ability to see beyond what is in front of you. Visualize yourself stepping into a space of deep inner knowing, where your answers come not from logic or analysis, but from a deeper, intuitive place. Staying laying down on our bellies, let's extend our arms fully in front of us, allowing your forehead to connect to the ground. Taking a moment to ask yourself, how often do I trust my intuition? Where in my life am I seeking clarity or deeper understanding?
Whoa! Damn it.
Repeating to yourself, I trust my intuition. I have a clear vision of my life. I am open to new ideas. And I am connected to my higher self. Taking a big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, moving into a child's pose. letting your breath create a rhythm that calms and centers you. For this flow, we'll be slowing down a little bit more.
Yes.
Let's emphasize in our mindfulness, introspection, and intuitive awareness. A balance between our physical movement and our energetic alignment. With each pose, I encourage you to draw inwards and explore your inner world, enhancing your intuition and feeling how this feels to be in your body. Perhaps even closing your eyes throughout the flow or softening your gaze. Maybe even focusing that gaze, looking up towards that third eye.
Really stretching the groin here. Feels nice.
Pressing from the palms of our hands, lifting up our hips and moving into a tabletop position. Taking the moment here to start releasing our hips, our lower back. Closing our eyes or softening that gaze down to the mat. Releasing any tension from your body. Coming to a neutral tabletop, let's start releasing the tension from our neck, perhaps rolling around in one direction or moving from side to side. If you are going around in circles, making sure to go in the opposite direction as well. Coming back to center, moving through some cats and cows. So as we inhale, open up our chest, gaze up towards the sky, our tailbone rises. Exhale, we curl our back, drawing navel to spine. Moving through some rounds of cat-cow at our own pace and breath. Feeling the fluidity of our spinal movement.
Oh, we're fluid.
Connect it to our breath.
Are you fluid? Scrub. You gotta be fluid, Sam.
On your next exhale, coming back to a neutral tabletop. Grounding from that left palm, right hand rises up. And slowly threading the needle under and over. Keeping our left palm right where it is, or perhaps finding an extension to that left outer side of our mat, or even a bind.
Fucking show off over here.
Coming back up. Placing that palm right back on the mat. Grounding now from the right palm, left hand rises up as we thread the needle under and over to the right side. Slowly coming back up. Giving our hips a little shake. Tucking our tippy toes and very slowly lifting our knees off the mat, bringing our hips up towards the sky for a downward facing dog. Taking the moment here to pedal or walk your dog. Making slight bends on one knee and then the other. Perhaps swinging our hips from side to side. Right leg rises up, taking a bend to that knee and opening up our hips, doing small circles in one direction. And into the other. Planting that right foot on the outer side of our mat into a lizard pose.
Lizard.
Always options in lizard to drop that back knee for extra support, or rocking front to back. Perhaps taking that right palm to the inner side of that right knee for an extra stretch.
Make sure you twist your foot out first.
Any extra movement that your body is asking for.
There you go. Hold the end of our bulk them up too much. They can't move. That's what happens, kids.
Taking up our right foot back into our three-legged dog, bringing it down for a downward facing dog.
This feels
Left
extra
leg
hard
rises
today.
up, taking a little bend on that knee and opening up in circles in one direction. And on to the other. Gazing up to the top of our mat and planting that left foot to the outer side of our palms for a lizard pose. Again, option to drop that back knee or find some rocking movement. Bringing that right foot to the top of our mat for a yogi squat. Releasing palms to our mat, hopping back into a plank. Lowering down to our knees and shifting our weight back into a child's pose.
Let's go wider. Mm.
Allowing ourselves to reconnect back to our body. Feeling the mat below you. Reconnecting back to your breath.
Go wide, bro.
What areas of your body are speaking to you today?
Wide knees. Open your legs like you normally do. Yeah. Yeah, atta girl. Yeah.
And very slowly moving into a downward facing dog.
Ooh.
Gazing forward and walking your feet to meet your hands at the top of the mat and falling forward. Allowing your head to hang heavy, your back to hang heavy. Imagine you have like little weights that are strapped into your wrists. Yes, to your wrists. Something you can totally relate to. A little weight maybe even hanging from your neck. Making that upper body just completely limp. Grabbing opposite
Or flaccid.
elbows into a ragdoll pose. And perhaps even swinging gently from side to side.
Mm.
Releasing palms back down. And very slowly starting to rise up. Taking a big inhale, rolling our shoulders back, palms face the front of our mat, and exhale it out. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Taking a big inhale with our arms open. And as we exhale, turning over to the right and stepping open to the long side of our mat.
I don't know
Hinging
if you
from
guys
our
knew
hips.
this. The right is over there.
And, well, this is my right. That's your right. Your other right. Hinging from your hips and falling forward.
Mm.
Lifting halfway, creating a flat back. And falling forward one more time. Slowly as we rise up, taking a bend to our knees, bringing our arms out in a cactus or goalpost shape for a goddess.
Sam's a beautiful goddess. Oh. Oh. He does bachelorette parties. Or bachelor, whatever you're into. He goes both ways.
Extending our knees and arms up towards the sky. Shifting our tippy toes over towards the left to face the front of our mat. Take a little hop that back leg and fall forward.
Oh. That's spicy. He's dying, bro.
Slowly lifting halfway, shifting our weight forward, grounding from that left front foot. Right leg rises up. Hands can come to heart center. Airplane out towards the back, even in a bind.
Oh.
And if you want to add a little extra challenge here, bend into that front left leg, bending your back leg as well into a little Shiva squat. So bringing your right knee behind left knee into a squat and opening up. Releasing that right foot back down and falling forward.
Oh yeah, this is. Yeah. It's like football time right now.
Planting our palms on our mat and stepping or hopping back into a high plank. Shifting our weight forward, lowering halfway, bringing our heart through for our upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Allowing our knees to drop to the mat and our hips to shift on back for a child's pose. Connecting our forehead to the ground. Perhaps even rocking our head slightly from side to side, massaging that third eye and your forehead. Shifting our weight forward, tucking our toes, and lifting up to a downward facing dog.
We're at the pound today.
Very slowly walking your feet to the top of the mat and falling forward. Very, very slowly rising back up. Rearranging your pants.
We all bunched up.
Taking a deep breath in and exhaling out.
My sack was taking a bind.
Deep breath in and out. Taking a deep breath, bringing our arms up towards the sky, and as we exhale, stepping back with that left foot opening up to the long side of our mat. Your other left. Hinging from your hips and slowly falling forward.
Cup 'em. Yeah, your tits look beautiful from this angle. Bro. Getting bricked up over here.
Sorry, Cody.
Milkers.
Lifting up halfway. And falling forward one more time. Very slowly rising up, taking a bend to our knees, bringing our arms out in a cactus for a goddess.
God. Yes.
Extending our legs and then our arms up towards the sky. Releasing our arms down, shifting our toes over to the right, taking a little step forward and falling forward.
Oh, straight. Screaming. Hurts, I know it does.
Gazing forward, shifting our weight a little bit to the front, grounding from that front right foot, lifting that back leg up for a warrior 3. Again, if you want to try that Shiva squat, bringing that left knee behind that right and taking a little bend and opening back up. Releasing both feet to the top of the mat and hands fall forward. Bending our knees as much as needed to plant our palms on the mat and stepping or hopping back into a high plank. Shifting our weight forward, lowering down halfway, bringing our chest through our arms for an upward facing dog and into a downward facing dog. Releasing our knees down to the mat, but keeping our hips up as in a tabletop position. So knees are stacked below our hips. Let's walk our hands out to the top of the mat, opening up our chest for a puppy pose. Coming all the way down. So walking your hands as far as possible.
Oh my God, I'm breaking.
Allowing your breath to slow down.
It's doing the opposite.
And slowly moving back to a downward facing dog. Right leg rises up, planting that right foot in between our palms.
There's a dog.
Grounding that back foot and slowly rising up. As we exhale, let's release our shoulders a bit. Opening up towards the left for a warrior two. Keeping that front right leg bent, back leg is extended, and our arms are parallel to the side. Shifting forward and reverse. Coming back to a warrior two, stepping completely to the front of our mat. We're gonna set up for the last fun pose, eagle. So the way eagle goes, let's lift up our left knee, and we're gonna bring that leg behind, taking right arm below left, and perhaps squatting down. Slowly release and falling forward. Planting our palms on the top of our mat, walking or stepping back into a high plank, and coming into a downward facing dog. Left leg rises up, planting that left foot in between the palms of your hand, grounding the back right leg and rising up. Keeping your focus on something that's not moving, like one of the letters back there. Opening up towards the right for our warrior two. So keeping that front leg bent, and our back leg extended, and our arms come parallel. Shifting forward and reverse. Coming back to our warrior two, stepping to the front of our mat. Let's wrap our right leg behind left. Right arm comes below to our eagle arms. Taking a little seat down. And releasing hands and legs down into a forward fold. Planting our hands on our mat, stepping into a high plank. Bringing that right knee over to your right arm, setting up for a pigeon pose.
Watch. You got a little block.
The block can also go the other way.
Ball support. Oh. I am. Ooh, right on the sack. That's gonna feel nice.
I don't even want to hear that. Walking our hands out. Slowly coming back up. Opening over towards the left, keeping that right leg bent. And reaching over to that left leg.
Oh, right with it. Oh, I feel the deadlift spot. Oh.
Turning our bodies over to the left and setting up for pigeon on the other side.
Reverse pigeon. Might need to rotate it, bud. The other way. No, the other way. Long ways. The other leg.
Walking our hands up. Opening up towards the right, keeping that right leg extended, left leg is bent, and reaching over for that front right foot. Coming back up to center, extending both legs out to the long side of our mat. Taking a big inhale and falling forward.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it.
It's less about where you reach, it's more about where you land. Where does it feel at ease? If it's here, it's here. Slowly coming back up and making your way onto your backs.
Mia spelled that. You feel ease in a chair, bro.
Then that's ease. That's the idea of the poses. Finding your ease. Bringing knees to chest and giving your knees a big, big hug. And doing any final movement that your body is asking for. Using your breath to release any tension that is left in your body. Starting to relax the crown of your head. Relaxing your forehead. Relax your eyes. Release any tension from your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your neck. Taking a deep inhale, and as you exhale, relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. Relax your chest. Your belly. Taking a deep inhale, and as you exhale, feeling how your hips relax down into the mat. Relax your legs. And finally, relax your feet. Bringing back our awareness one last time into that spot in between our eyebrows. Are there any situations in your life where you need to trust your inner voice more fully? Slowly starting to bring back some awareness into our bodies. Wiggling our fingers and toes. Taking hands overhead for a big, big stretch. And very slowly finding your way to a seated position. Very slowly. Taking a big collective inhale, our arms open, exhaling. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed balancing our third eye chakra and balancing in general. From my heart to yours, namaste.
Namaste.